Mayor could not be here, so I am your host, I guess, or MC or whatever you want to call it. So this should go very quickly. This is the Mayor's weekly press conference for November 4th. Going first, I have a SWAN Award for Mr. Gary Sheely. Come on up.
Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Dennis Baker, the Executive Director of the North Central Ohio Solid Waste District, which is a 6-county solid waste district in the state of Ohio. SWANA is an organization in the United States which is, there's an Ohio chapter which I belong to. SWANA is the Solid Waste Association of North America. And I belong to that organization, and I nominated Gary Sheely for the 2015 Professional Award and down in Columbus, and he won that award. So I'm here. Gary came to Columbus to accept the award, and at the time I was out of state in Austin, Texas, so I couldn't attend. But and I wanted to, but couldn't be there because being out of state. But Gary received the award, and
Okay. Well,
let me just say this. I worked with Gary when I was at Waste Management 20-some years ago, and we started. I still don't know. They can't tell me. Yeah, it was one of the first or second curbside recycling programs in the state of Ohio, and I can say today there are over 600 curbside recycling programs in the state of Ohio, and Lima was one or the second in the state of Ohio for doing that. So I just felt that Gary definitely received the attention and the award for such a task that he took on, being the first or second in the state of Ohio. Thank you, Gary.
I guess I'll just say I appreciate Dennis's nomination, and this is the placard, and it's kind of a nice placard, and it's the Buckeye chapter of, which is the Ohio section of the SWANA group. I also have been a member for many, many years of that organization, and I guess it's a recognition, I guess, of our community and the various things we've been able to accomplish. You know, House Bill 592 was passed about 25 years ago, which required many changes in the way that we handle solid waste, both industrially as well as residentially and commercially. And Lima had the foresight with City Council and the residents as we pulled the community to move into the the curbside recycling program. It's a major divergence from putting material in landfills, which at that, particularly 25 years ago, the state was in a serious need for landfill space, and we were seeing the impacts of East Coast solid waste coming into the community, and the solid waste districts were formed to manage the solid waste that was in the state of Ohio. And the 6-county district, as Dennis described, was created, and Dennis was the initial director of it, if I recall, and has worked through. But I also sat on the policy board for the solid waste district, representing the largest city in the district and also Allen County. So being on the policy, we've also been able to look at a lot of other solid waste management. We were one of the first communities to basically look at composting of yard waste and our biosolids from our wastewater treatment plant. And so we've been very, very innovative in the solid waste world and trying to keep a tone with kind of the national and state policies and programs that are out there to ensure that we manage our waste correctly. And in today's world, the NIMBY syndrome, not in my backyard. People they want their trash and their waste to go away, and the solid waste districts have allowed strong management of the waste in landfills, and so we're not having to go out and site landfills in all different corners of the state because of these policies. So I gladly appreciate the nomination and the award. So, and appreciate the Lima community's support in those endeavors.
Thank you, Gary.
Good.
Congratulations, Gary. My own announcement, once again, just a reminder that City of Lima Street Department, along with the parks, will begin the leaf pickup this coming Monday in the 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th wards. Once again, 1st, 4th, and 5th, 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th wards. Pickup in the 2nd, 3rd, and 7th will start the 16th, meaning the following week. Just a reminder, I have been seeing a lot of people starting to rake leaves out. Just a reminder, not in the street. You know, I know some people worry about their yards and what have you, but a bigger issue for us with rains and things of that nature is actually leaves getting into the catch basin, clogging up catch basins, and causing flooding. Also, I have seen piles that have brush and limbs and those piles. Just a reminder, this is not brush pickup. This is not limb pickup as well. We are only picking up leaves. Our equipment is not designed to pick up those other items. This is leaf pickup only. Thank you. Next, YMCA with announcement about pickleball and high school robotics team.
Thank you. I'm Terry Averish from the Lima YMCA, and wanted to talk about our high school robotics team. This is the 5th year that we've been offering the robotics, and a lot of people don't know that we have it. We have it for elementary and junior high with Legos, but we have our high school robotics are led by local engineers from American Trim, Husky Energy, and Procter & Gamble. They build amazing robots that compete in competitions. I think the last few years they've gone to Cleveland to compete. But we have a team together now from last year that have been building and practicing. They're going to take part in the Maker Fest on the 20th and 21st of November at the Civic Center. If anybody's interested, they could see a little bit more about what our robotics team does at that event. But also we have a parents informational meeting that'll be held on December 8th at the YMCA in the chapel at 6:30 p.m. And then preseason meetings are held on Wednesday from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at the OEAMC building, which is at 1220 South Main Street. And this year's, the building season will start January 2nd. So they're just practicing right now, but they get a big box of things to build into a robot in January, and they'll start January 2nd, and the competition is in the spring. If anybody wants more information about this or they can't attend the parents' meeting, they can call Emily Stewart, who is our Youth and Teen Development Director at the Y, or email her, and she can give you more information. And then also we have Tom Eisert here. We're starting pickleball, and he's going to talk to you a little bit more about that at the Y.
Thanks, Terry. As Terry said, I'm here representing the Y, and we're starting a new program called Pickleball. And if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of a combination of tennis and ping pong and badminton. It's really a great sport. It's a lot of fun, it's competitive, and you get a great workout. But again, if you're not familiar with it, you play it on a court, kind of like a tennis court. You have a net. It's smaller than a tennis court. The paddles are a wood paddle, much like much like ping pong. And the ball is a coated wiffle ball, so it bounces very well. There's a few rules different than tennis that makes the game. You have a lot of volleys. You're not standing at the net killing the ball, but again, it's just a good game. So the Y's been very supportive. We've set up 2 courts at the old YMCA, and they are available Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock to 3:30, and also on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 7 to 9. So they're open courts. You can just show up and play. I really encourage anyone, especially to come on a Tuesday or Thursday night. We have open play. You can see what it's like. You can try it, and I think you would have a lot of fun. If you have any questions, you can call the Y. Again, Terry has a lot of information about it, also Alicia Bell. But again, I encourage people. It's a lot of fun, a good workout, and just a good competitive game. So pickleball, give it a try.
Interesting. I've seen it, haven't tried it, definitely seen it. I'm into ping pong, but not into tennis. So. All right. Last but not least, Kirk Niemeyer, street paving and other construction activities.
Thank you, Saul. We're nearing the end of our projects for the year, so that's great news. And again, thanks for everyone's patience. I know it's been a lot of closures and a lot of detours, but we're nearing the end. Kibbe Street should be putting the asphalt down on Phase 2, and the project should be wrapping up in the next 2 weeks. Besides the asphalt, we have seeding and mulching, signage and pavement markings, as well as trees to fit in that last 2 weeks. So should be open in the next 2 weeks. As far as our street resurfacing, just released our last list of milling and paving, which takes us from November 5th, and we'll complete the project November 11th. So streets we still have to resurface include Wayne, Oakland, Singleton, Pears, Lakewood, Milburn, and Hurley Place, and there's also some spot repairs where we'll mill the surface, where we have full depth repairs and surface repairs. So, as well as the basketball courts at Lincoln Park. So should be done with resurfacing on November 11th, weather pending. The College Street Bridge is coming along, should be open to traffic. Again, this is an ODOT project, but they're finishing up that project and it's coming together. Their expected opening is November 15th. I'll have it back open to traffic. And but we also have the College Street underpass, which is currently under construction this week and then next 2 weeks by the CSX Railroad. So that's ongoing. Just a reminder, we have the Cable Road at grade crossing closure November 9th through the 22nd. So the closure will be set up next week. And that's a 2-week period, full closure. The detour will be Allentown Road, Easttown, and Lida Road. And then, of course, North Shore is back open. That was a utilities project. So things are looking up, and things should get back to normal here shortly. So, thank you.
Thank you. Back to normal just in time for the snow to fly. That's all I have. We will now break down for individual interviews. Thank you.